narrow it down to one, what's the biggest reason to you the Chiefs won?
Patrick Mahomes' greatness. He had to be great. He had to be Patrick Mahomes times 5, 10 in the second half. Skip, you're down 10. You know the Eagles possess the ball. Every time they get the ball, they hold it for 5, 6 minutes. If you don't go down and score every possession, you can't kick field goals because you're not going to be able to get enough possessions to make it up. So you look at what every time he got the ball in the second half, he scored. Touchdown, 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 game-winning field goal. But the defense needed to get a couple of stops, hold them to a punt, at least a field goal. And they did a great job of that. But Mahomes knew he couldn't turn the ball over. A turnover in the second half dooms you because now you robbed yourself of a full possession. You've given the Eagles an opportunity, and Jalen Hurts is not giving the ball. I don't think the Eagles went 3 and out the entire night. If they did, it's maybe only once.
They punted twice.
But I don't think it was a 3 and out though. You know what I'm saying?
Remember? Yeah, it seemed like they did have one for sure. I think they had one early.
Think about this, Skip.
Yep.
He was pressured 26% of the time, but he didn't get sacked. 21 of 27. He had 2 of his incompletion with throwaways. So the second half, 10 plays, touchdown. 9 plays, touchdown. 3 plays, touchdown. 12 plays, field goal. That's because Mahomes had to be great. I'm talking about historically great. No hiccups. And that's what he was. He was great last night. There should be no further questions. If Patrick Mahomes isn't the best current quarterback playing, I need to know what questions are you answering that he's not the answer. What questions are you asking in which Patrick Mahomes isn't the best quarterback?
What's his record against Joe Burrow now? Oh, yeah, 3-1.
So
That's Joe Burrow, 3-1.
Would you rather be 0-4 against a guy or have 2 Super Bowl wins? What's Joe Burrow record in the Super Bowl?
0-1.
How many MVPs did Joe Burrow have? Super Bowl, MVPs, or regular season? Nobody can see this kid, Skip. Nobody can see him. Nobody has had an arc at 27 like this. Nobody.
Yet he threw 2 late interceptions against San Francisco in that Super Bowl and nearly blew it.
Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing now. We're talking about Chiefs-Eagles, and you going back 4 years ago.
Well, you said nobody can see him, and I saw that. And then I saw him stink against Tom Brady in a Super Bowl.
Did he win?
He won. What happened last night was Jalen Hurts played the greatest game by a Super Bowl losing quarterback I have ever seen.
So better than the Tom Brady Super Bowl when he threw for 505.
Yeah, I do. I thought he played better all around because he had to, because his defense was so bad, although you can make a case Brady's defense was that bad also.
Oh, really?
Belichick gave up 41 points to the Eagles' backup quarterback. So maybe so, but this was Jalen's first Super Bowl. That was Tom's whatever. Was that like his ninth Super Bowl? Yeah. So in his first Super Bowl, he throws for 304. He did exactly what I said he had to do. He goes 11 of 18 on third down and absolutely owns the clock, 36 minutes to 24 minutes. But the biggest reason that they lost the game was he made one killer mistake. And it was compounded by the fact that the football that you used to catch is oblong, and you can't predict how it's going to bounce because it's got a nose on either end that can hit crazily on the turf. And this one bounced right up to Nick Bolton, and he was bolting off to the races. He bolted all the way to the end zone. This was simply, he dropped it and then kicked it right to Nick Bolton. What if he doesn't kick it? I don't know. Is Nick Bolton going to recover? You know and I know. That is luck of the bounce.
But here's the thing that I like about Nick Bolton. What do a lot of guys do, Skip? Jump on it.
Yeah.
But that's not what he did.
I know, but it invited him. It bounced right up into his wheelhouse as he was running. It hit him right in stride like a nice pass would hit him.
Like you said, a lot of things could have happened. Maybe an Eagle player's around. He jumps on it. Maybe all of a sudden it flattens out and he has to jump on it to get it. But it did. It took an oblong. But even with that, Skip, they goes back down to get a touchdown, and they make it 21-14. And then it's 24-14 at the half.
It was.
And then the second half, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't score every possession, do they win this game?
No, they don't. But if Jalen doesn't lose the handle, remember, it wasn't stripped. Nick Bolton didn't make a great defensive play. Chris Jones didn't make a great defensive play. Jalen simply, as he was about to enter into contact, he tries to switch left hand to right hand, and he switches it right out of his grasp.
Right.
and then he kicks it accidentally as it hits the ground, and it bounces right to Nick Bolton for a touchdown.
But it happens because we saw something very similar happen to Patrick Mahomes against Cincinnati.
He did. He just lost the handle. The ball just slipped out of his hand.
It seemed like everybody was slipping all over the place last night, Skip. I think it's because, in the desert, it gets really hot during the day. It gets really cold at night. So now the roof is open. Maybe as condensation starts to build. And so everybody's like, it's hard getting a footing because they get an opportunity to get these balls. So they probably should have scrubbed them down and got the sheen up off of them. Yeah. But it just slipped up out of his hands.
What if Jalen takes it on down as it appeared he was about to do and makes it 21-7 Eagles? But you sure he can come back?
He Mahomes. Have we not seen him come back from 24-0?
I've seen him come back.
Okay, then.
Yep.
He the comeback king.
Yeah, but he might not have had the ball enough to come back.
Do you know he has a .584 win percentage when trailing by double digit?
Really?
Tom Brady is not even at 400%. Joe Montana, Tom Brady is next at .384. Joe Montana is at .370. Patrick Mahomes is .584 when trailing by double digits, Skip.
Wait, Tom Brady won his first 6 Super Bowls with game-winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime? I've never heard anything like that before.
With a minimum of 20 starts. Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback when trailing by double digits has a 500 or better win percentage. He's damn near 600 win percentage. That's what I'm saying. No further questions, Your Honor.
He needed Jimmy G in the first Super Bowl to hand it back to him.
And I guess he needed Jalen Hurts in this one. The Super Bowl run-up. Now, you told me he played Jimmy G. That's the Super Bowl run-up.
Wait, he lost to Tom Brady in Super Bowl 31-9, so he didn't exactly come back in that
Tom Brady lost to Nick Foles. Nick Foles got benched in Jacksonville for Gardner Minshew. Nick Foles beat Tom Brady,
who threw for a playoff record 505 and put up 33 against a top 5 defense and lost 41-33.
And how many games has Nick Foles started since then?
Has Mahomes ever really lit up a Super Bowl? Not yet.
He won.
This was dinking and dunking last night.
Who cares?
He dinked and he dunked.
Who's gonna get sacked? Jason. Hit me up, let your boy get one of them old KC rings. Because I know they're on the phone with him right now.
Really?
Yeah. Guess who's not on the phone with him? Getting Super Bowl rings? Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles.
He'll have a couple before
The
he's
debate
finished.
will rage on.
You remember this?
I am sure.
That they got one arm flying.
Really? No, it's cry.
Shannon, ouch.
They got one wing. Mahomes clipped them. Clipped the wings.
Did he?
Yep.
Dinking and dunking and clipping.
And guess what?
Congratulations.
Got jewelry.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's made a career, played 23 years dinking and dunking. Dinking and dunking. And guess what?
I will be curious to see that ring.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be gorgeous.
Now
We got to move on, guys. We're out of time. All right, coming back, we're going to discuss, is this qualify as one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time? Where does it fall in history? That's next on Undisputed.